Welcome to Kachai with Lucky. And today is a very, very special day because we have a conversation that we have been putting on hold because we wanted Mariam to be part of it. We're going to look at relatives, friends that we bring into our relationships, we bring into our homes, and then later on, you know, turn against us, especially as far as the relationship is concerned. So maybe they turn against us because of the way we relate with them. Mariam is here, like we said before, and of course Ashlyn, so it's full house. Let's just dig into it. We recently, I think I've got about 4 messages. Different stories, similar, different people, similar stories. I have my friend, my best friend, I don't know when it started. She has taken over my marriage as wife number 2. I have a friend who took over my husband or my boyfriend. It's just too common. Then it will be house helps. Then it will be another relative, a niece of 17 years, destroying a marriage. It's crazy. So I think there are no boundaries and lines. People are crossing them a lot because we haven't quite put them
There's
there.
one big problem, Lucky. Some of these people are unavoidable. They'll have to be in our space.
Right.
That's the truth. For example, relatives, they'll have to be in our space. And then also friends. We need the friends.
Right.
The only problem that people have is how much are you telling this person about your relationship?
Right.
That's it. Are you telling them every little nitty-gritty thing? When you quarrel with your husband, when you make love, when you're happy with him, when he's giving you money, are you telling them everything? Because the minute you divulge everything regarding your relationship, the other person now knows where to take advantage. That's it. For me, that's it. I don't know what you think.
Because at the end of it all, what you don't want people to know, they will not take advantage of.
Yes.
But the moment you let other people get into your space of privacy, you have gone bare, you have gone naked, and people will thrive on your, what I would call your weakness, because you're failing to manage the relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
You're thinking that this person, I'm telling them they're going to help you manage your relationship. One thing people need to know, that when you bring people into your space, why are you bringing them in?
Right.
What impulse do you have that tells you that this person, I'm now comfortable to tell them
At
what
what point?
concerns me?
Yes.
At what point do you say, now I need to engage this person to this level? Because remember, most times men will rarely talk, but the weakness mostly is on us women, because we are emotionally attached to so many things. So we tend to think, if I emotionally talk about this, I will heal. Yes, you may heal, but what is the long-term effect that you have created? So we need to understand that when we bring people into this space, the boundaries we lay.
But how long is this person also staying there?
My issue has always been inviting them in your house. Not so much what I tell Mariam wherever she is. And who are you inviting in your home, Ashlyn? You have a young sister, beautiful. She is your sister, right? But she's not your husband's sister.
Yeah.
She has no blood relationship
Totally.
with it. And then when she gets to your in your home,
What are
she's
the boundaries?
everywhere.
Yes.
What are the boundaries? She's in your room. She has these conversations with your husband, and even to the dress code, you'll find her in her shorts, you know, seated with your husband. You're like, but she's my sister. Come on, that is temptation. They are
Yes.
they're not related in any way. I always give advice to women, especially if you're inviting third parties into your home. They can be relatives. Please, if you can help them from wherever they are,
Help
do that.
them, yes,
Do that.
yes.
Maybe she doesn't want to do it, but maybe your husband wants
will
to
get
do it.
tempted.
Maybe you're in space where you have just had a child, your man has needs, and because you're not in a physical place to fulfill those needs, the man will
Exactly.
be tempted to move across. So sometimes we invite temptation from outside, inside, and there are no limitations. Why are they staying for more than a week? She is
Some even
fine
stay for years.
For years.
Yes.
Yeah,
There
you're
are those who
inviting
are
it.
brought in, like relatives who you say, I want to support them, I want to take them to school. Now, those who are like in the villages, you want to bring them to a school, you
That
know,
is
an
modern
environment
and
that
stuff,
is,
yes.
you know, to a certain level. You're trying to help your community or your relatives not to be in that space, because when you don't help them, In case you grow like rich or you have more money, you will always be drained by these people that you didn't take to school.
And let me explain that bit, Ashley. Just shortly. I did not say do not help. By all means, help. How you provide the help when you are in a relationship and a marriage should by all means be different.
Yes.
You're inviting a third party in your home because you want them to do better. But do you know, Ashley, that you could find a good school for them, 3 days, 2 days to go into the school. If
Then they can
must,
come,
by all
yes, and
means,
prepare.
come from your home
Yeah.
and prepare them, send them to school. When they come back, take them back to the village. Now the idea of saying, oh, you be here and help me cook at my home. Help me cook and I go home. She starts to cook. Some
Yes.
of you are turning your relatives into
House
house help.
helps. Exactly.
You're turning relatives into second wives. And then you question
Secretly,
yourself,
without knowing.
How did
this
she?
happen?
Yes.
You made it happen. You created an environment for this relationship to blossom. And it has blossomed
And
to a
that's
point
the
where you
truth,
can't control
yes.
it.
And you know that is, let me give you an example of myself.
Right.
I raised pretty much most of my sisters. Brought them from the village, took them through school one by one together with the boys. But I'm telling you, the boundaries I created, I didn't even say don't do this, but they just know me. So when you, and they have all gone through my hands, and also the relationship, I'm getting this all together, but also what relationship have you created between them and your husband?
Right. Very key. Right.
So if it is a matter of, oh, go to the bedroom
And
then
get for me
help
this and
then do this and that. When they would go to my bedroom, it is specific. He is not there. If they have to do something, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all of them, they were raised, now they are married women into their homes.
Right.
And not even a single day did they look at my husband as somebody they would prive, or even my husband thinking, oh, these are very beautiful girls in this house, I need to prive on them. But because what are you raising? You as a person, you've brought these people into your space. There are those relatives where you really feel they cannot be raised from.
Yeah.
They have to be around you. But you have to be clear on how you're raising them. Discipline is key when you bring these people into that space. Because there are some people who are like extended families who will say, no, let her come and stay with you. She can even help you. Yes, they can help. But some of them come with agendas. So if somebody doesn't see that this person is helping me to get my own future. All my sisters are now married off happily. Okay, happily can be relative. But in their marriages, that because they came through a hand that showed them, you know what, you need to have principles as a woman in a home. That even if they also got a chance to take care of some people, they would know that there are certain principles that I was raised in Ashlyn's home that should not be tolerated in my mediocrity in my house. Over what?
But you
Actually,
see,
okay.
but you see, Ashlyn, you're different. Okay, the way your communication was not verbal. You get what I'm saying? Because me, a couple of years ago, I was in such an incident of a relative coming to help,
Right.
and this relative had so much kamanyiro. I call it kamanyiro.
Like
I think
familiarity.
yes.
Yeah.
In the first 3 days, I noticed they just sit anyhow. You know, they want to converse all the time. They think, you know, I'm serious, and then they want to be in your space. 3 days after, I told her, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you. Sit. And then when I told her, after this talk, you decide what you want to do. You can either leave or you stay. And when you stay, you live by these rules. I had to give her a tough, you understand?
Yes.
Because I noticed, she wants to be everywhere. She wants to be in control. Like she wants to even tell you.
She's taking over your home.
Exactly.
I'm like, no.
There.
So if you're not, if yours was, you are lucky you didn't have to talk, but there are those that you have to tell. That
Thank
is if
you.
they have to be with you, like that one who had come to
For-
help
for
me.
a long time.
You understand?
And when you see it and you don't talk,
That's where you see. There's gotta be, and I like how Ashlyn, was approaching it because there was a system.
yes.
Most people are running homes like.
Eh,
A home is supposed to have a system where if I come to visit Ashlyn, without you even saying it, I can see.
You can see what is
There's
happening
a
around.
system
Thank
that
you.
everybody follows. There are limitations, but then also you're lucky to have a husband who respects the system.
Thank you.
That you have worked together to create that system that works. And I wish people would borrow a leaf from her and have a system that works. But you know what? You have a system and then you have a system.
Those are two different areas that do not connect.
So it's going to be, I mean, this is real talk, real life. There's going to be a day when Mariam, you cannot, your system is
And
not
this
in
one,
and this one they are
talking different
your
languages.
mind
Yeah.
system. And then he says, this girl, why are you leaving this other third party in a living room with your man, watching a movie, and you go to sleep?
Exactly.
Maybe your man is still
How?
doing some work.
Even maybe pretending.
So that they
Then
have
she's
an
watching. That's the system that I'm talking about. So what are they doing? After 10, everyone was going to sleep, but the girl is like,
Nchalaba TV,
or Nchalaba or
What?
something.
Please.
So if you're still watching and you're like, oh, Nchali ku YouTube ndaba kachai, and you're still doing that, and then your man is also there, you don't know what's going to happen there. If it's system, you have not. Trust me, something might happen. So people gotta be careful. I have two people who came to me and said, my friend who has been coming to my workplace and she's also become a friend with my partner, started something and they have a child together. I didn't know this. She even went to a baby shower.
What?
A baby shower, as in I come
Of
to your
the
baby
child of
shower
the husband.
Of the child of the husband, and you find out months later.
Now
after this
with
one has
friends,
been born.
with friends is the other issue that I was saying. The friends is because people share a lot of information.
Yes.
They share
But
also.
even sometimes they may not even share.
Even
But
No, but even if you don't share, friends are very funny.
Yes.
When friends see you happy, when they see you, you know, smiling all the time, when they see that your man actually cares for you, they can see it in such a way that maybe he comes to check on you at work or he calls you all the time. They also want that.
They want a bit of
So,
that.
so it's not even about sharing, like you said. Someone can just take advantage of those things. The man overcares. I want something like that. The man checks on her. I have no one to check on me. Then they start warming themselves into. I know
your
it.
relationship.
By the way, you
But
talk about
what
that because,
friends- but also a type of friend. Trust me, I have no issues telling you, Ashley.
yeah,
Because of the level of maturity we all
have.
have.
exactly.
Thank
Because
you.
of where we are in our relationship. We're all married. But you're not going to see a single friend.
Yes.
Single friend.
That is also
the
not so
conversation
good.
I'm having with you, Mariam, or Ashley, is it the same conversation I'm going to have with a single female
Yes,
friend?
yes.
Because first of all, she's
She can't
still single,
relate,
not to
yes.
judge, but she can't relate. So when you tell that kind of person, it's when they are like, there's an agenda there. They might actually.
There's a gap.
Why are they too close to your man? Or your woman?
But I tend,
I just never understood.
I tend
that.
to think women sometimes we let ourselves into the traps that our husbands go into, especially with these friends and even relatives.
Right.
Because you may not have a relative at home, but there's a relative who is really thriving on, like, is looking out for your husband because she has seen what your husband is doing for you, and they come for your husband, even if you don't bring them into your space.
You reminded me of a letter that someone sent. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I posted it on my page. He is the husband. Then gets the sister-in-law, she's called, the sister to the wife.
Yes.
And she wanted to be taken somewhere. Now, border. The guy puts her on the border about to go there. Now, people saw them, and yet this man had not told the wife. When the wife heard that he was riding with the sister, she got really mad. How does my sister start to call my man to give her a ride without me knowing? You understand? So
Wow.
that is a sister setting her up. She probably saw and she's interested in her sister's
Yeah.
husband.
Yes.
So she's decided, but she take her own beta
Hey.
to create a
situation.
where they can actually be the two
together,
of them,
yeah.
Yes.
and then they will start bad mouthing you. And they're like, hey, my sister, even my mom was complaining. She's like,
this.
so those kinds of scenarios, also men need to look out for them because they will set a trap for you. You will fall in it. You will lose your good woman
Yes.
over a relative or a friend.
And that is something that men do not notice, that a relationship that you're starting with somebody who has been a blood relative,
Right.
you are creating animosity in the entire family. Because people are now going to judge two ways. This one who has come to take this marriage, and this other person who is claiming that this one is destroying my relationship.
Right.
There are those who are going to support her. They're like, that one, she used to brag for us with her man. Now, let her sister take. Her sister, so, I mean, if the man is rich, let them share. You know, that the way people are going to start talking about it. But at the end of it all, this girl is not looking at these nieces and nephews of the sister. What are you trying to put into this space? I have a friend of mine whose sister, she would go home and tell the family, my husband is doing this, my husband is doing that. Then the sister would go back
and tell
the husband. Oh, wow. You know, she has come home, she has said this and that and that. And then they would have fights. Yeah. Serious fights. So the girl kept staying in the marriage because my kids, I have to stay, blah, blah. And then I reached a point I told her, you know what, get out. You're going to die, because she would send me pictures of Max, the man is beating her seriously. When she got out, who got in the marriage? The sister.
You see how...
But how long did it take before she was out? But because you see, such things don't last.
Okay.
I think when Lucky was starting, she said the people we let into our homes, we forgot the issue of maids. I know
we've had a whole show.
Yeah, I think we've had a whole show. But that's also another person that you need to define the boundaries. Because I know of a person who actually ended up chasing the wife and marrying the maid.
Those are many.
Yeah.
You thought it was a strange
thing. There's even a woman who died.
It's been happening. It's been happening.
My shock absorbers are not, I think they're not yet back.
It happens a lot.
But anyway, the bottom line is, if you can't be verbal, I mean, if you're not like Ashlyn, talk to these people. If you cannot, if they don't have to be in your space, help them wherever they are. Or chireke, because let me tell you, women, we are weak. We are weak. We can say that things have changed, we are stronger, we are doing this and this, but at the end of the day, we break down easily.
Hurt, yes.
We break down easily in form of talking to people, in thinking that someone, if I talk to them, exactly. Sometimes the talk that you have with someone, you actually take a home bed.
But then the thing that we have to always keep in mind, like we said, we're always going to have these people, but how you set your boundaries. I do not know how your husband would be calling me to have a conversation about what? Like where, how, why? First of all, he's your husband. I am your friend. We're not friends. I tell people all the time. Mariam's husband.
Unless he has failed to reach me.
We're not
Unless he has failed to reach me. And then, he's like, okay, let me look for Lucky.
For Lucky. We are not friends, but we are kind of relatives.
Acquaintances.
Call me if Mariam is in trouble. That is how you... Don't call me to ask me what's the price of a shuba.
How?
Unless, of course, you want to buy it for Mariam.
Yeah.
But then again, again, you should know. So that there has to be also boundaries. Clear ones. Mariam knows she's not going to call Patrick Foy. I know that I'm not going to call you. I can never call your husband. Hey, by the way, is Ashlyn home?
By the way, we are going out. We have time.
There's got to be, even in friendships, there's got to be limitations. Also, people are lazy. Ashlyn, people are lazy. You invite a relative in your home because you want them to help you. And because you're so lazy to do your own work.
Because you're thinking you're helping them.
You're helping them, or you don't want to
do your work. So you give them leeway.
Because you don't want to work, you want them to do the work for you. Because you're afraid to do the house chores, you're going to ignore all the signs. Because the signs is there. You can tell this woman is going to be a problem in my marriage. But you look the other way because maybe they are helping, they're good with the children, they're good. So you ignore this very big time bomb just because they're helping out, they're good with the children, the children love them, blah, 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 blah. And before you know it, your marriage is going to go because you're afraid to let go of these people because of what they do for you. What they're doing for you. So you gotta be able to notice them, and you can tell, it's called it sixth sense or whatever, intuition, that this person is going to be a problem. Let them go there and then. Period.
And
don't talk to them.
Prolonging the relationship, prolonging it will not help.
Mariam, for me, the whole let's talk, stop talking to my husband, it's not going to work. It's not going to work.
The moment the flags are clear,
yes,
move out.
Because if you have the talk, they're now going to know, oh, okay,
so you got to be careful. And what are they doing for your partner? And this is not only one way. I've seen men who have lost their wives. There's a friend of mine who told me, and I found it really strange. This man invites a friend to the wife, but they're having a relationship. But then she cooks for this person, but the husband doesn't know. That this man, wallahi, this man comes into her home and she's with the wife. Do you understand the level of it?
Of
So,
betrayal and disrespect.
The rest of the circle, the friends would be knowing this situation. They know they know.
Clear.
But it's only him who doesn't.
Who doesn't.
Invites the guy comes for lunch, nebali awe waka, but this friend is busy with the wife. So also as men, there's gotta be limit. Be careful with these close friends your wives are having or your partners are having. Some of them are actually Baba Yambako. But you do but you don't know. Oh, he's my homie, he helps me, business partner. You as a man, if you do not want, and they say in Uganda, tebaba muchifu, something like that, it's gotta be. And people are now into that, into the whole marriage setup because they're like, this one is not going to give me stress. She's already taken anyway, so they don't want the other baggages. All they want is conversation, great sex, and the whatnot. So even the men, you gotta be really careful
with the people
with these
around
other
your
members
wife.
of the opposite sex, including the Shamba boys. It has happened before. So anyway,
and when you decide to send these people away, do not listen to anyone who is going to start bad mouthing you, because people send away these relatives or people they've been helping, and then they start listening to people telling them they are bad, they are just, you know, they are trying to
justify,
I would call it,
or maybe.
yes, justify or even allege, because they were not caught, there was nothing, she's just alleging, she's just insecure, all that, and then you're thinking, maybe I'm the one in the wrong.
Yes.
My friend, bring her back. That would be your last nail in the coffin. So once you decide, I'm letting
Close
go,
that door. Close that door.
If you have to help, like Lucky said, do it from wherever they are. Because
Be
the moment
kind.
you bring them in, they will destroy you than they had
They will
even
destroy
imagined
you.
they are going
Stop
to
it,
do.
People have a lot of ill agendas lately. Ill agendas, there's so much jealousy, and that's the reality. That's the world that we're living in right now. Like I said, people don't want to see you happy. People don't want to see you smiling. People don't want to see you being taken care of. You know, someone wants a piece of that. So you have to be extra careful. Who is in your space?
Even just
Who is in
destroying
your
it.
space? Yeah, destroying it. Even just destroying, by the way. Now ofirwe. Nange sina na ofirwe. There's so much bad blood in people lately. I don't understand it.
It's the craziness, social media and the whatnots, expose, but also be godly. Pray a lot. These things of relationships, marriages, and whatnot. Sometimes
They don't
you
have a
need that
manual.
extra, that extra power. But the take home here is try to help these people, the relatives, from
wherever they
From
are,
wherever
if
they are.
possible, and lay boundaries. Boundaries are key. When somebody comes into your space, they already know your principles. You're not a joking person, and everything they have to do has to be as per your book.
Yes.
The moment they get out, bring them back into your book. Otherwise, send them away.
Yes.
Help them wherever they are, because when it hurts, it's going to hurt you more than anything
Yeah.
else.
And the unfortunate thing is you have these very close relatives who also promote this. You talk to your
Yes.
mother, because sometimes it's really
Thank
nonsense.
you.
I'm sorry
This
to say
friend
so.
of mine, it was the mother who was saying, let her go.
Go.
You go, because the man was very rich. You know, I was like, how
They
can
can't
she
afford
live
to
married?
lose the rich
Thank
in-law.
you. Thank you. They
Yes.
can't afford to lose the rich in-laws. So they're
Don't-
like,
yeah.
you go and replace her. Could she then stay there?
Don't listen to your mother as well. If you send that person home, let your mother understand that's not her marriage.
Yeah.
It's that it's
Yeah.
nice. I want to listen to you. You're my mom. You probably
But this
sing
is my
more,
decision, yes.
But this is my decision. She's going to come back home. If she's going to school, I will send you the school fees. Just give me the bill. I help her every once in a while. Of course, we can have conversation. She can come.
She can
for
come
a
and
short
visit,
and
yeah.
visit. Even
And
if
get
it's not
out.
a week, she doesn't have to
One
spend
day.
a night.
People come
One
and
day.
get comfortable.
Weekend.
Auntie Temba Gamba.
Yes, exactly. Those boundaries. Somebody stays and you're like, if I tell her to go, how will it look? She's going to say I kissed her and all that. Those are the beginnings of pain.
No, you find ways of telling them that, you know, right now, I think, you give them money, like tomorrow, go back to mom. It's as simple as that.
Conversation.
Well, that's all we had for you on Kachai with Lucky. Thank you so much for being with us. Remember to go to our YouTube channel, Kachai with Lucky, subscribe and be part of the family. God bless you. Kwaheri.